Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Awaaz, Voices Unheard, Stories Untold. Now today's story, history has been made. 71 years, 29 captains, 98 test matches, and now we have witnessed something surreal. It is still taking time to sink in the fact that India have won the Border-Gavaskar trophy. It's in 71 years that India has won a test match series against Australia in Australia. Never did you listen before that India has won a series overseas, India has won a test match overseas, but this time around, both things have happened. Not only did India win 2 test matches out of the 4, India also won the Border-Gavaskar trophy. The team led by Virat Kohli has done wonders all over since Virat Kohli has taken over the captaincy from MS Dhoni. But this time, it's something history. Something historical, something to be remembered for ages. It was a tough start for India as they were bundled out for 250 in the Adelaide Test match and then coming back stronger with a lead of 30 runs and again scoring and giving a target of 280 and then Australia bundling up for 250 around something and then India winning the first test by 31 runs. Coming back to the second test, India sadly losing this one by a margin of 146 runs, that's a lot, wherein Virat Kohli's blistering knock of 123 in a drop in pitch went in vain. It was 1-all. Now came bigger the venue, bigger the occasion, bigger the performances. It was the Boxing Day Test match at the MCG, Melbourne Cricket Ground, and guess who occurred and scored a century again? It was the Waugh 2.0, as we call him, Cheteshwar Pujara. Cheteshwar Pujara scoring 100 and making India reach a respectable total with assists from the other batsmen, from the debutant Mayank Agarwal scoring 76, Virat Kohli himself scoring 82 and the other batsmen helping around, India reaching a mammoth total of 443 for the loss of 7 wickets. Now came the turn for the Australian batting. We expected some fireworks, some good test match batting from them, but then it was the other way around as the Indian pace trio ran through the Australian batting lineup, bundling them 151 only and thus getting a lead of 292 runs. India came into bat once again, but by not enforcing the follow-on, it was something different. And we never know what the captains are thinking. So it was different thinking from Virat Kohli. And then Virat Kohli went in to bat again. The team went in to bat again, the Indian team, and scored only 106 runs for the loss of 8 wickets. Pat Cummins ran through the Indian top order. It was some brilliant test match bowling from Pat Cummins. And then India declaring at 106 for 8. Thus giving Australia a target of 399 runs, almost to 400. 18 Brian Lara to win a test match against India, but never mind. Jokes apart. Australia bundled up for 262, courtesy Jasprit Bumrah's brutal pace bowling. India winning the test match by 137 runs and taking a lead of 2-1. It was the first time that India taking a lead was happening. India took over the test matches by 2-1 and Virat Kohli becoming the second captain after Vishen Singh Bedi to win 2 test matches in Australia in a bilateral series. Then comes the last and final test at the SCG, the Sydney Cricket Ground. India had retained the Border-Gavaskar trophy by winning it 2-1. There were no chances of losing it anymore. It all was on stakes were Australia. Australia had to win or either had to draw. If they had to draw, they anyway lost the series if they drawn the test match, but they had to win at any cost to retain the Border-Gavaskar trophy with themselves too. But it was not that easy. Virat Kohli won the toss, came into bat, and then it was a Cheteshwar Pujara show once again. 193 runs scored by him. It was a blistering knock, his 3rd century of the series. Only the 3rd batsman to score 3 or more centuries in a bilateral series against Australia in a test match series after Sunil Gavaskar and Virat Kohli himself. Virat Kohli not only getting out for 23, it was then the occasion set up for Rishabh Pant and Ravindra Jadeja to take the team's total to a mammoth total wherein from India had not or didn't have to bat once again. So, Virat Kohli getting out for 23 and Rishabh Pant marking onto the occasion and scoring a 159 not out, and Ravindra Jadeja scoring 81 respectively took the team's total to 622. That's a mammoth total by an Indian team. Rishabh Pant in his knock of 159 broke a few records, wherein he surpassed MS Dhoni's 148, the highest score by an Indian wicketkeeper overseas, and also the first ever wicketkeeper to score an international 100 in Australia was Rishabh Pant. These were the little records broken by him or set by him in his knock of 159. And then India declaring for 622 for 7. It was the Australians on the batting now. Australia getting out for 300. Again, the collective bowling performances from all the Indian bowlers bundled out Australia for 300. Courtesy Kuldeep Yadav's 5 for 99 in a SCG in front of his idol. Shane Warne, being his idol, was at the commentary box commentating, and then it was in front of his idol that he took 5 wickets. It was a brilliant occasion for him, I feel. India, leading by 323, enforced the follow-on on Australia. It was after 34 years Australia were enforced to follow on in a test match, courtesy the number 1 test team in the world, India. Australia was 6 for none at the end of the day 4, where rain played its part and also bad lights. It was a collective effort from the lights and rain. And then coming back to the last day, it was rained out. It was washed out due to the rain because the pitch was not termed as playable. The pitch was wet, so the day's play was washed out, thus making India being the first team in Asia to win a test match series against Australia. In Australia, India created history after 71 years and Virat Kohli being the leader, setting the example for generations to come that when you have a positive mindset, attacking approach and a motive to win or never say die approach towards the game, you will win, you will get results. That is it for now. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe the channel Awaaz for further updates. Please like the video if you liked it. Comment if any thoughts. And keep watching Awaaz and stay updated. Thank you.